Listen, at this point, I don't see it for none of these couples. Not one. I don't think anybody's going to last in real life long term. Hi, I'm Shayna. If you're new here, this is my review. I'm recapping the Never Ever Mets Season 1, Episode 7, The Newly Met Game. And it was something going on with everybody for the most part. So let's just go ahead and just jump right into it. Before we do, if you enjoyed the video, please, before you click off, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button, like the video, watch it on through. It definitely will help your girl out a ton because I am trying to grow this channel, okay? And it's certainly appreciated. So we pick up where we left off last week with Greg sharing that he was SA'd when he was younger, and he never spoke to anyone about it before. He didn't know how to handle it. He felt like maybe he could have done more. Basically the same things that, similar things that Millie was saying about her situation. He had the same thoughts about his own circumstances. However, in my opinion, I didn't feel like Millie was being supportive initially. I didn't like it. I didn't like that at all. She looked at this like it was some kind of competition, like he was trying to steal her shine, like, oh, you trying to take my moment type of thing, instead of looking at it like, okay, he feels like it's a safe space to open up and share, and that y'all have this, unfortunate situation in common. He felt that he could open up to you. He said he's never told anyone this before. But she just, I don't like how she handled it. Now, later on, she came around and was like, oh, I'm glad he shared. But I think her true feelings came out when he initially said it. It was written all over her face. I also didn't like that the therapist, I liked that the therapist thanked him for sharing. But then she turned around and was like, oh, basically, y'all can trauma bond over this. No, we don't need that. We don't need y'all connecting over this. And then that's like the core and the foundation of your relationship. No. But I mean, that's just my opinion. So after they go back in the house, Millie gives some kind of speech. I don't know what she was talking about. And then he asked her, like, if that scared her off. Like, obviously, he's still processing this. They both got healing they need to do. And they need to seek individual therapy before they should even be thinking about getting in anybody's relationship. But we're here now. So let's see how it goes. Now, later on, I believe it was the next day, Millie was telling the guys that she's throwing a surprise birthday party for Greg, and, it's going to be a surprise for him, so don't ruin it, y'all. And I thought that was a nice gesture. Now, we'll get into that in a little bit. So Taronda arrives. We don't see too much of her, but the group has an activity today. They play their version of, like, the newlywed game where they're asking questions to see how much they know about each other. And Greg and Chris, especially Greg, are getting most of the questions wrong, like not doing good at all. Now, I can give Chris some grace because he and Sandia have been speaking the least. They've only been talking for 3 months. Greg been talking to Millie for 3 years. What about? I have no clue, because it seemed like he didn't know anything about her. I think he was the worst out of them all. So Shay and Josh were bragging initially. I'm not going to go through every single question, but they were bragging because they were getting a lot of stuff right. They knew each other's birthdays, the first day they met and all that. And they were, because, they were in the league, and they like, oh, Shay even made a comment later on, like, we the top dogs. And I mean, it's been 12 years. Child, a mess. And then we find out later on, and, spoiler alert, that they stopped talking for 2 of the 12 years. So it's looking a little shaky, okay? I just wish they would stop bragging about this. Like, they acting as if them talking over the phone for 12 years is a flex. When no, it's not, because all of y'all have just met for the first time when y'all got here. So it's not really given what you think is given, but okay. So they were asked about an obstacle that they had to overcome. Shay said the baby, of course. Josh said communication. Like, what? Clearly, y'all not on the same page about this, or maybe he didn't want to bring it up. But I see having that baby on the side. I don't know who's on the side, because it seemed like his so-called roommate was his real girlfriend, but I digress. But this baby is still an issue that needs to be addressed. Shay said that they stopped speaking for 2 years after Josh had told her the news. And then he hit her up, and they just picked right back up like they ain't never left. Girl, if you like it, I love it. I don't know. A baby is not something I can overlook. And more importantly, I can't overlook the fact that you couldn't get on a plane and see me or fly me out after 12 years. Especially after I overlooked a baby. But okay, girl. So, and furthermore, does he still live with this said roommate who's really, his girlfriend / baby mama? What's his living situation like now? I guess we'll never know. Dymond with a Y and Aaron H answer the same question. They both agree that it was his proposal that was rejected by another woman. Toronto was like, okay, but what's going on with that? When did that happen? And I'm like, so nobody wanted to fill the host in. She should have already known this. This shouldn't be new news for her. And Aaron H was like, I don't want to talk about it. And they just swiftly moved on. Like, what? No, wait a minute. Because y'all want to be auntie and uncle in the house, getting in everybody's business, unprovoked, unsolicited, giving unwarranted advice. Y'all all up in the mix. But when somebody got a question for you, I don't want to talk about it and we just move on. I don't think so. But I mean, they did, child. So Greg doesn't know Millie's birthday and she is pissed, okay? She's like, my favorite sexual position, but you don't know my birthday? I know your birthday, but you don't know my birthday? I know I just said earlier I didn't like how Millie handled that situation or how she's been acting, but no. Baby, I don't play about my birthday. When it comes to my birthday, June 24th, to be exact, is this month. Shout out to the Cancer season is among us. Okay. Y'all, want to give me a little birthday shout out, I'd appreciate it. All right. You can send the cash app, do all the things. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I treat my birthday like it's a national holiday, honey. I do not play when it comes to my birthday. My birthday is my favorite holiday. All right. So don't do me. And after 3 years, there's no excuse. I wouldn't really give him a pass after 3 months. After 3 solid months, you should know my birthday. Like, that don't make no sense. But he didn't know it. And I'm like, what does he know about her? Lord. So after the game is over, Greg is talking to the fellas in the house. And basically, they like, you think you're gonna get something? You think you're gonna hit that for your birthday? He know he in a doghouse, but he think that they'll bounce back. She's planning his birthday party, so she's mad. And Shay was like, "Oh, if it was me and Josh didn't know my birthday, I would have walked off." Girl, please, you didn't walk off when it counts. You didn't walk off when he had a whole child. He conceived a human being, and who knows how many times he had to lay down the pipe and give up the deed to conceive this child. But okay, girl, essentially, you stand your ground. You want to leave? Girl? No, you ain't. Anyway. So Aaron J is taking Jody out to a photo shoot. It's a photo shoot, girl. It's a photo shoot, okay? He tries to ask her a question. She's in the bathroom, so he's talking through the bathroom door. And she flushes the toilet as he's talking, and he was like, this grown man now who has a child gonna say, oh no, she flushing the toilet. Ew, yuck. Aaron J, please stop. When I say I would have been so dried up down below, yuck. Oh Lord, oh, you ain't never gonna beat these allegations. Okay, anyway, so he picked the Queen of Hearts theme photo shoot because she mentioned prior that she wanted to do that. He listens, he pays attention to her. Even on the first date that she didn't like or really appreciate, he did things that he thought she would like because he listened to her and what she said she liked. So he's trying, unlike most of the other guys. But okay, I mean, when you just don't like somebody, you don't like nothing that they do. You don't care what it is. The car ride was awkwardly quiet, but they got there. But in the other scene, Chris, his friend is coming and Sandia's friend is coming. Chris' friend Benz arrives first. As soon as he walked in the door, child, he didn't barely get both feet inside. He already talking about, did you smash Shorty? Like, yuck. He's one of those. Oh, Chris and his friends are podcast listening. Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit, all the things. I really don't like women. I just like what they can do for me. I don't respect women. I really hate y'all. Yeah, all of it. That's what it's given. All of it. Everything you do not want in your man is what they are giving. And Sandia just going out her way to turn a blind eye. Like, girl, oh my God, please, the flags are on they're on fire. They're burning down. Okay. So after he asked if he smashed, it made me think earlier, Chris was asking Greg if he had smashed Millie. And it's like, y'all about as mature as a teenage boy going through puberty. Why is this the first thing on your mind? Like, so Sandia's friend Stephanie arrives. Sandia tells her that she sees the future with Chris. Excuse me. And I'm like, really? Why? What is it about him that you want? First, she was talking about she want to make it work so bad. Now she's talking about she see a future. Like, he said you wasn't even his girlfriend. What are we fighting for exactly? What is he doing that you want to fight for this? Why? I would see these flags and run so fast. But girl, I guess you don't got no ties to this man and you don't want none. So Chris tells his friend that, she doesn't have much of a past. And I'm like, why does that matter? Like, are grown people really even asking, like, ooh, how many people you been with and all that? Really? Why are y'all even talking about this? So it can boost his ego, like he has this like untainted woman. Meanwhile, you doing whatever you smashing on the first night. Ninja, please. Ugh. So during the photo shoot, Aaron J and Joanna, they get clothes for different poses, and he leans in for a kiss. In his confessional, he bragging about the kiss, and he like, oh yeah, she feeling your boy, this and that. And in her confessional, she was like, child, I didn't feel anything, nothing. I never wanted to happen again. Please make it stop, okay? So Sandia and Chris introduced their friends, and Ben's is saying that they need to basically hurry up and have relations, and that she's stupid if she wants a monogamous relationship. These the friends you're gonna have around me? Oh, baby. Oh, no. So Chris lies, allegedly, and says that he's a relationship type of guy. Like, that's not what he wanted. He wanted to get to know her. That's not what you told Jody when y'all was talking about, taking chicks down and doing the grown-up as soon as y'all meet the first day. That's not what you said the first night in the house when you was bragging to the guys. He's so fake. But whatever. Stephanie didn't really, because if I was her friend Stephanie, I'd have been like, girl, this is not it. See, they was looking at the friend like, this is the type of friend. Do you think the way he think? Girl, yes, and you know it, but you don't want to believe it because y'all both Haitian. That's the only thing that's keeping this together. Girl. So Jody says that she feels bad leading Aaron J on, even though she knows that she doesn't have no feelings for him. Stop playing with his emotions for the sake of staying on TV. It's not coming across believable on the screen. We don't want to see it anymore. It's not fair to him, especially when he's really putting forth effort. He's putting forth effort. He's trying. It's just painful to watch. So back at the house, the energy is all awkward and, it's all tensiony. He's feeling it. As much as he tried to ride for her, she's not giving him much to ride for. Like, he can't even defend this. So Chris and Josh were talking to him on the side, and Chris tells Aaron J that, he's a good guy, and he really don't like the way Jody treating him. Like, she's not reciprocating the same energy. And he's right. It almost pains me to have to agree with podcast listening Chris, but when you right, you right. Okay, a broken clock is right. What? Twice a day. So anyway, in the next scene, Shay, she calling Josh to go to the boom boom room. Like, it's time for the boom boom room, aka their bedroom in the house. But before she can get there, Dymond, she pulls Shay to the side to start mess. The very thing she said she didn't like about women that first day, they messy and all this stuff, is everything that she is doing and has been doing. Like, I don't know if the producers are putting her up to this or why she going out of her way to be in people's business. But girl, you got your own things going on. You got stuff you need to be worrying about over there in your relationship. So Alexis apparently talks to Dymond. I don't know when they have time to be talking on the phone. And she told her that Josh tried to sleep with her. So, and this is just a mess. Shay don't waste no time. She asked Josh directly, like, okay, did you try to sleep with her? Did you try to mess with Alexis? Of course, he was like, no, never. I wouldn't try to mess with that B and all this stuff when he seen Shay getting mad. And I'm like, girl, of course he's going to deny it. You knew that. And basically, he said Alexis wanted a threesome. And he was like, nah, she ain't going to go for that. And she was like, ain't no fun if the homie can't get none. And I mean, we were seeing the camera showing flashbacks of them talking. Everything Dymond was saying, like they was talking outside the room, away from the cameras and stuff, was happening. Now, Alexis, girl, as much as I tried to defend you initially, you was up there the same day because she was only in the house for one night, talking about it ain't no fun if the homies can't get none. Is that why Dominique? Oh, girl, okay. And Shay was like, I did not come on here to be sharing. Otherwise, why are we here? And I know that's right. Even though she knows, because she said it in the game the other week, that Josh wants a threesome child. It's too much. So Dymond comes in telling Shay to calm down. And she like, no, you don't tell me to calm down after you just told me some BS and you want to tell me to calm down. Girl, please. And she like, you don't have all the facts and all the proof. Well, why are you bringing it to me? If you don't got no proof and no facts, and get out my face with this. Go away from me with this. And Shay's like, I need to leave. I need to just go home to my mom. I'm like, Shay, you still live with your mom? Well, hell, in this economy, never mind. Anyway, so she goes and tries to calm down, and she comes back in, and they still kind of going back and forth. So she leaves and goes back in the house. And Dymond got a hot mic, and she up there whispering, like, I don't trust him. I just don't trust him. Now, earlier, she was talking about not my bro, not my brother doing this. Now, I don't trust him. But she like, you know what? You don't want to throw away 12 years, and, you know, you don't want to have no regrets, so you want to try to give it a chance. Girl, what? You don't trust him, but she should stay anyway? Are you just saying that because you stayed after your man embarrassed you publicly? I don't know. Anyway, Shay is upset still. Nonetheless, there's really nothing she can do. She's like, if it was, you know, just online, then it'd be like, okay, girl, whatever. But in person is different. It should be just the same. If y'all said y'all were committed online or in person, then we are committed. So none of this should be happening point blank in the period. That's how a baby came about. And that's why she keeps hollering. She got trust issues when it comes to him. But anywho, we see a preview for next week, and we see Dymond's daughter, which is fine. But where's Shay and Josh's people at? Shay and Josh, the longest running couple here, need to have their folks. Where are they at? They better show up next the week after next. Anyway, y'all let me know down in the comments what you thought about this episode. Do y'all think any of these couples will make it? Let me know. Be sure to like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.